What's going on, fam? It's your host, Mr. Sucka Ducka. Duck and suck us. Yeah, speaking of that, man, when you're in sales, basically when you have any type of business, you're gonna incorporate sales principles. And there's a lot of people that they cannot stand sales. And I get it. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. It's something that you got to get out your comfort zone. You got to learn a lot of human tendencies and stuff like that. Psychology. You got to have self-esteem about you. All type of qualities that are not attained overnight. You know, there's a lot of people want to be overnight success, and they don't really look at the long term. They want short-term gain, short-term success. They want it now. You know what I mean? You know, with the company that I'm working with, it's been a year and a half now. I guess first, like fully sales. Yeah, it's my first commission-based job. And I knew I was going in. You know, I knew what I was signing up for. Honestly, looking back, I remember I used to see their trucks on the road, 18-wheelers. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, like that should be mine. Like I should be making money off of that, you know? Like that truck need to have stuff that I sold on there. I would tell myself these things because I had an opportunity, some type of inner politics or some type of personal things that was going on between people that it didn't really have anything to do with me personally, you know, but it did hurt that I went through the process. And even the vice president of the company told me to my face I was hired, and I didn't ever receive any offer or anything. It was crazy, right? So I had to go through that. Something that I don't really talk about a lot, but I went through that for a whole year. You know, a whole year of like, what the crap, man? Like, how do I not qualify? You know what I mean? Like, did I say something wrong? Was there something on my application? Like, did I do something wrong? He told me to send him a couple days that I could go up there. And like, man, you know, but now, you know, in hindsight, I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't my fault. It was some other stuff, you know, that had nothing to do with me. A year later, I get a call back from the same company. Like, yo, they're like, we heard you're interested in this job. Such and such, this is who I am. For somebody with your skill set, your talent. They say, are you still interested in this job, this position? And I say, well, I haven't heard from you guys in a year. I'm actually just about to finish getting my master's degree. So I think I'll think about it for sure. I still got to think about it before I could give you a full, give me at least a day or something, you know, just calling me on the spot like this. I don't normally answer my phone past a certain time anyways. And I definitely usually don't answer when I don't even know who it is if I don't have the number saved. The next day, I let this lady know, hey, I was thinking about it. I was looking at my coursework and what I got going on. I could start with you guys. I could start onboarding, being mentored, and go through training whenever it comes up, finish my school. The lady says, oh, well, yesterday you didn't sound too interested. I already found somebody else, but thanks anyways. If anything else opens, I'll let you know. I'm like, wow, okay. Apparently I didn't sound interested. So that's 2 strikes already against this company, the way they treated me, right? I'm again thinking like, man, what did I do? Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to find how I could have done better, or that's not really my fault. You know, I'm getting my degree. I haven't heard from you guys in a year. Like, I'm doing me. And now that I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser, I could see that I didn't do anything wrong. So this was in August. So I graduate the end of December, early, mid-January or something. I decided to call the person that gave me my interviews way back then, a year and a half before. You know, I got some good news that I finally graduated and I got my degree. And I remember at the interview, he was saying that was important to him. That's awesome news, excellent news. And I have awesome news too. He said, I've been named the new vice president of the company. I know that there's a need for your talent. You're bilingual, skill set in Birmingham, Alabama. So I'm going to pass your contact to the district there, and he is going to make his own decision. I'm not going to guarantee you the job. You know, I'm just letting you know who it is. I'm making the introduction, and it's going to be up to him. You know, you're going to have to earn it. Cool. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. You know, I'm not trying to get put on. I'm not looking for a handout. Just, you know, as long as somebody gives me an opportunity to listen and to tell me what they expect. Boom, we interview once, we interview twice, and he likes what he saw. He likes what he was hearing. And I still remember this. One of his things was, like, you got all this going on. I don't know how long we'll be able to keep you. That's what he told me. Like, that was his biggest worry, his biggest concern. And he's right for that. He was right for that, because as in my young age, I'm already an entrepreneur, so I got that part of the business. Then I got the other part of the business that nobody else in the company has, which is a master's degree. So that's already a rare skill set. Most people that are entrepreneurs don't have masters, and most people that are masters are not entrepreneurs. And I'm already both. So they know that it's not gonna be super, super easy to keep me. They're gonna have to basically do the best they can as far as compensation, understanding my hours, understanding my vacation, and understanding that I'm not with the BS. As far as I'm not trying to do no busy work, I'm not trying to do dumb things or company favors, and I don't need them, basically. So when they feel like they can't control you, it can mess with them a little bit. So that's how it is in life. I mean, whether it's professional sports, college sports, artists, music, entertainment, any of these things, if they feel like they can't control you, it starts to get a little tricky. In the first year and some months, I get named to Circle of Excellence. Only five area managers out of 110, 130, something like that, win this award per year. And I happen to be one of them. I didn't even know that I was gonna win. I remember a few months ago, one of my coworkers, teammates, she had told me, hey, look, you're in the race for this award. And I looked at it, I said, oh, that's cool. I didn't really know much about it. And I didn't even know how to win or what I needed to keep doing. I just kept focusing on working and doing the best I can for my customers. And that's just the philosophy that I carry in this work. It's not about impressing the company, so to say. Yeah, you gotta stay in legal rules and be in legal bounds as best as you can. So a lot of these rules and procedures, rather I say, these specific procedures, they can be flexed a little bit, man. You can, like, people that are just so, like, super, super by the book and can't have any creativity or any flexibility is one of my pet peeves. Like, you have to have this certain form and it's gotta say this and it has to have all of that. No, like, you can type it in. Instead of sending me something back that I sent you and asking me to put in 3 digits, you can do it yourself and save time. You won't have to send me the freaking email. You just put the dang number in yourself, but they won't do it. It's crazy. Yesterday, I was talking to one of my customers. They're entrepreneurs. They are business owners. They are real estate licensed, tax licensed. I mean, some entrepreneurs, business-minded people. The thing about them is they're getting older, probably in their 50s, early 50s. They were telling me yesterday that they, besides fruit and stuff, hello, they also have this connection, this place or something that they do a huge farm, apparently a huge operation. They got the distribution network too for flowers. And I like that. It's a great idea. They told me what they thought about me as a person, the way I work, the way I dress, the way I carry myself. They said that they feel like I'd be great to connect to this flower company, have something on my own, you know. And what the reason I brought them up is not even to tell you about that, but is to tell you that they told me something that this is the way I look at it too. I don't say it a lot, and other people, I don't think, see it or notice it the same as I do. But the reason for me working with this big company, going back to this big company, even after they treated me the way they treated me, is for me, is for my personal gain. Is because doing what I do, I get to be in front of owners. I get to meet and network owners. I have a reason to talk to a restaurant owner, a bakery owner, an ice cream spot owner, to get to know them, to show them what I can do for them, how I can represent them. And that's helped me in my own personal business hugely. It gives me something to do, and I get paid decent. So it's good either way. Here we are outside, walking, vlogging, doing our thing, talking about career, business. They told me, like, you know, your job, your position, like, don't be so quick to drop it. Realize that it's helped you get to another place. It's helped you meet different caliber of people. And it's very true. It's very true. That's the main benefit of it, besides the pay. The pay is good. I was really expecting more. I thought that the way the commission structure was more favorable towards sales. They brag that it's the best one in the industry, but it's not that great. If you really break down the numbers, it's really not that great. And the best ones, they have their own thing going on. Some of them have restaurants, have different type of consulting, marketing, businesses, for sure they do. And there are non-competes, so like I can't like go sell you like my brand of meat or something like that. I don't think. I think that's what the non-compete stuff type covers, but more like just creating systems for them, like coaching them on their money, all their transactions, where their money goes, and things of that nature. So that's something else that I've been working on. Marketing as well, connecting them with social media people, creating anything that they may need, helping them get stuff printed or whatever connections I can do, and even consulting them and sharing my network. I think that's probably the biggest value add that I have, is my network. And that's the reason why I want to keep making these videos. And even though it's just a walk in the park, literally, and I'm just walking around here holding this freaking Osmo Pocket, just talking to it, some people probably think I look crazy. I think I look a little crazy, but the reason I'm making these videos is I would like to expand my network. I'm making these videos to expand my network, expand my market, help others do the same. We should be the most connected we could possibly be right now than any other time in history. I mean, look at this tech, look at this technology, like look at all these things that we do have that works in our favor for communication and connection. Somebody could take this video right here, have it translated to basically any other language, obtain the message, and they can boss up with it. They can pass it along. They can learn from it. I think there's just so much noise out there and so much entertainment and advertisement, but like, who's really giving you the real? That's why I'm launching this to be online mentorship, money management, coaching, body composition, consulting, just anything that really interests me. I could help you if that interests you and you would like some help with. I'm not gonna maximize my profit on you. I'm gonna maximize the results. My goal is to maximize the result, but really maximize the journey with you. Help you make it fun, help you make it something that is worth it in the long run. I mean, we are goal-oriented beings. We have to have something to strive towards. Keeps us at our best, keeps us going. For me, for example, I have now gone 12 weeks, guys. Everybody, exclusive right here, personal right here. 12 weeks. No dating. I've been single. Broke up with my girlfriend 12 weeks ago, right? And why am I counting this? Somebody might say, because I decided when I broke up with my girlfriend, I'm not gonna spiral out of control. I'm gonna better myself even. I'm gonna reflect. I'm gonna be present and conscious at all times. No drinking. I haven't had one drink, and I work in the food industry. I've been to a bunch of bars. I've been to concerts. I've been to lounges. I've been to sports events. I've been to everything in 12 weeks. Still, 0 drinks, 0 vices, 0 smoking, 0 anything, 0 gambling, freaking 0 anything, man. 0 busted nuts. Straight up conscious and careful with my energy. I feel very energetic, and I feel very clear-minded. I feel like I can do anything, go anywhere, and I really can. And it's such a great feeling. That's what I really value, is my freedom, my liberty to be able to move how I want to move. And that was a big part of my decision 12 weeks ago. And so now I'm looking far. I'm looking at the horizon. I'm seeing things. I'm planning something major for the next year. Talking about just like on walks, not on like total steps throughout the day, but like just on like these walks, going to the lake and stuff like that. Probably about 25 miles a week on average for about 10 weeks. And then these other 2 weeks, I've been a little bit lower, maybe about 15. So I walked almost 300 miles on purposeful pace walks in this time. Workout, lift weights about 3 times a week, 3-4 times. I started doing more kettlebell exercises. Today I'm lifting deadlifts. I'm gonna go a little heavier today. Probably gonna go 4x4 on deadlifts, 335 pounds. That's what I'm aiming for. I think that would be my math. Oh, baby. Felt like I moved it quick. So, yeah. Thursday, I benched 4x4, 185. Followed that with incline bench, then shoulder presses, lat raises, cable flies. Then I finished with triceps. Then I finished with push-ups, actually. Last Sunday, I did heavy squats. I did 5x5. 275 pounds on a Sunday. That was a good feeling. But I was sore for days, man. I was sore Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, I started feeling better, so that's when I hit the bench. So today's deadlift day, though. And that's how we gonna do it. What's up? This video is already going really long. I don't like making them super long, but I take forever to explain because I'm very detail-oriented. And I'm learning more about myself while I'm making these videos, while I'm doing these vlogs. It's really like venting for me because I observe a lot and I see every detail. It's hard for me to hold it all in. And when I finally do explain it, it's like I've been trying to do this like once a day, even if I'm not recording, to where I can kind of unroll everything that I have rolled up, just unroll it. Let it flow, let it go out so some more new can come in, absorb whatever's essential from it. And yeah, I've been like that for a few years now, to where I noticed that my short-term memory and stuff is bad. Like, I notice a lot of things, I see every little detail, but I forget it. Like, I try to forget it. I don't want to remember it. I don't want to hold on to it. I don't want to keep count of it, because there's already a lot of essential things that are so observed and ingrained in my decision making, in my mindset, my mentality, that I gotta keep on and keep that stuff sharp. And so the other stuff, all the noise, I get rid of it. But the signals, I hold on to them. And so I just started my dream journal a couple days ago. That is something from Carl Jung. He talks about, you know, how dreams basically reveal the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind. Certain things have meanings or symbols, such as like an eagle or like a snake means this or whatever. I'm not really talking about that, because I haven't had those type of dreams recently. Things about my beliefs that have changed that go into my dreams. Like, for example, the one that I was saying was, I had this dream, right? That there was like this real life NBA fantasy draft. And I got drafted, right? Me and a bunch of my teammates from throughout the years, we got drafted. And it's like everybody's like the same height, and like all of our skill set is pretty even for some reason. I remember Kawhi Leonard, he got drafted on my team. Like after the game or during, like in the locker room, what I learned is to be a lot more appreciative of my teammates. Like, instead of me being the best and me feeling bad if I had a bad game, or feeling, not bad, but like feeling like a little bit very critical of myself because of how I shot or what I did on defense or something like that, turn that energy into being so appreciative of all my teammates. Like, man, you dude, you, like, nobody getting by you, bro. Tonight you locked up. This other guy, man, your rebounds, bro, like, awesome job, dude. And this other guy knocking down everything, bro. This dude over here just bringing up the ball and not turning it over. Freaking awesome, man. Like, just upping all my teammates, right? And saying stuff like, yeah, we were the underdogs coming in. I think 15-point underdogs. We won by 35. I never saw us as an underdog. I don't know who made that line. Talking about my teammates, like, man, you guys don't know how resilient these dudes are, you know? And it felt good. It was like a lesson. Like, I was teaching myself a lesson. Like, that's the way a leader speaks. A leader is not over there, you know, griping about how somebody did this and how I didn't do that, and just hard on myself and just focus on myself. That's not really a leader. Like, despite how I played good or bad, I can acknowledge it, but mostly acknowledge my teammates, encouraging them. It was cool. Like, that was just like a little small aspect of that dream, that I saw something in me that could have been better before, but there is no before now. We're only here. So now I know going forward how to continue making myself and my teammates, my peers, my viewers, anything like that, feel good about themselves, because they should. They deserve it. You know what I mean? But that's enough for this video. It's gonna be a lot of cuts in here. I'm gonna cut it as best as I can. Just post a life update today or whenever. And yeah, let's go.